It's Saturday, March 23rd, Migrant Mayhem, DJ Wonder Chrissy here at Land Cruiser Midwest. Come on and join us. The show's about ready to start. We got the guitars going. Wake up, America! Wow, nothing better than some hot guitars in the morning. Wow. We'll start the morning with some upbeat music. DJ Wonder Chrissy here. Hope you're having a good day. It's Saturday. Get out there and slay the world, folks. Let's get going with the show. We've got, we got a good show. We always have a good show for you, don't we? Don't we always have a good show for you? We're going to talk about the border. We're going to talk about the invasion that's happening, folks. I've said this before. It's an invasion. And for those of you guys that want proof, here's proof from El Paso, Texas. Just happened like 2 days ago. Hundreds of Venezuelan men, military-age men. Notice in these videos, it's all men. Don't see any females and kids. No family members. This is all men, and they're rushing the border. They're rushing your border. They're rushing the border to your country. They're coming to your state. They're coming to your town. They're going to be sucking up your tax dollars, your social services. And there you go. You're going to be supporting these people for the rest of their lives, pretty much. That's a guaranteed. So let's watch this video. And hopefully, I think it's going to open some eyes on a lot of people. So here we go.
And dangerous scene erupting in El Paso, Texas just today, all captured right here on video. This massive group of migrants you see behind me, between 500 and 600 people, rush past the razor wire, breaking several barriers, then charging right up to members of the Texas National Guard. Here's that now viral video circulating online today. This was first posted by the New York Post. Our sister station, though, KFOX, on the ground at the border today, now reporting all migrants from this group have been moved from that site. Border Patrol has been deployed.
Do you see any females? Do you see any small children? I'm not seeing any.
And additional agents are in that area.
This is not designated as a port of entry to make a legal claim for asylum, okay? Anybody that comes into our country between ports of entry, they're doing it in an illegal way, regardless of your immigration status.
And Congressman Tony Gonzalez sharing video today saying, quote, "There is not a day that passes where the border crisis does not affect his district. We need to secure the border now." This all comes a little more than a day after a federal court of appeals blocked the state's controversial immigration law from going into effect. SB 4 would allow state officials to arrest and then detain people they suspect of entering the country illegally.
I cannot believe these short-term facts.
So let's look at another video here. Let's go to mainstream media, NBC News. Let's get their tack on it. Keep in mind, folks, if you don't have a border, you don't have a nation. Okay? Just something to think about. If you don't have a border, you don't have a nation. So let's see how NBC's take on this whole situation.
This dramatic new video appears to show dozens of migrants in El Paso tearing down a razor wire fence before pushing past Texas National Guardsmen struggling to contain the chaos.
I do believe there was one National Guard member who was hurt, at least one. Shouldn't happen, folks. Shouldn't happen. They should be going through the port of entry. They should be coming to our country legally, not illegally.
The migrants then stopped by a steel fence, where officials say law enforcement regained control and took them into custody for processing.
The sad part is these people who are acting this way were processed and let go. They are now in the United States. They're coming to your town. They're coming to your state. They are coming to utilize your tax dollars. So keep working, America. Keep working, because you got more mouths to feed here. Not only do you have to feed your family and maybe some adult kids you got that don't want to be adults anymore. You got to feed people from the third world country. United States is quickly, and it's mostly the city. A lot of the cities in our nation are now becoming third world country cities. Chicago, New York, Boston. It's happening, folks. We are devolving into a third world society.
U.S. officials tell NBC News this type of incident is rare. But in recent months, Border Patrol has sounded the alarm about waves of migrants crossing here, driven, they say, by misinformation.
We honestly don't know what triggered yesterday. I believe it's just a lack of knowledge and understanding on their end.
The incident comes amid boiling tensions at the border, as Texas's controversial Senate Bill 4, which would allow local authorities to arrest migrants suspected of crossing illegally, remains on hold by the courts. Venezuelans Gerson and Monica crossed into the U.S. with their 2-year-old daughter this week. If the law were in place, they say they would not have made the harrowing journey, only to be sent back.
Coming for all the free stuff, folks. We offer the free stuff. We say that, hey, you can get in as long as you can cross the river or figure out how to get in. They're coming. They're coming. It's just like a free turkey at the grocery store. People will come. Offer it, and people will come.
He says how they treat you here is not something I would call good. And that razor wire is now back up, and Texas Governor Greg Abbott has ordered all migrants involved in that incident arrested. Meanwhile, officials here tell us hundreds more crossed today. Lester?
All right, thanks for watching.
So there you go. There you go. That is what's happening in the south border. Good morning to you guys. We got anybody on the chat there? Let's do a little chat. Welcome, America. DJ Wonder Chrissy, Migrant Mayhem, and today is Saturday. We're talking about the migrants. We're talking about the mayhem. We're talking about what's going on. Not much new in Chicago, except they don't want to provide a lot of information about the finances to the media. One of the media outlets is actually suing. Yeah, blah blah more. Yeah, hey, come on, get your coffee, get that cup of Java in you or that Red Bull, and let's go. Let's go. Let's go. To B, I guess his name is B. He just got B. B is his online name. I'm waiting for A and C to log in to join B. So there you go. Where are you from, B? Where are you chatting from, dude? Welcome to the show. Check out our channel. We did some recording a couple days ago. There was a local mall that just closed here. Spring Hill Mall in West Dundee went under after 43 years. So be looking for that video to come out. I think I did a short on that. Oh, Florida. He's from Florida. Are there any Haitians making it to Florida? Yes. DeSantis land. I bet Ronnie takes care of you people in Florida. I've got a lot of former people from Illinois now living in Florida. So we're sending all the people your way. And come this spring when the weather gets nice, we're going to see the U-Hauls leaving the state again. I think I've heard of a couple more. it's a common thing now that people are leaving the state. Go figure. I've got cousins that have left, and another one that's going in a couple of years. She's thinking Tennessee or Alabama. If I could get my wife to get on board with moving, I'd be out of here too. It's not worth the taxes that we pay here, and now we're in the time frame now where they're starting to raise taxes. They want to raise taxes, but in order to raise taxes, the taxpayers gotta approve it. So they're trying real hard. So I think the next 3 or 4 elections here are all going to have referendums about raising taxes. So it's not that we don't pay enough taxes already. 5% income tax. I have about a $400,000 house. I pay $8,500 a year in real estate taxes, and our sales tax here is about 6.5% to 7% on the stuff that we buy at the local Menards or Home Depot. So there you have it. That's the picture of Illinois and its taxation. Now, if you live in Chicago, it's a little bit steeper. The sales tax in Chicago is like almost 11%. They get you. They have added taxes on cigarettes. They have added taxes on alcohol. So anything in gas, if you buy, we pay 40 cents a gallon in state taxes on gas. I think if you get into Cook County or the city of Chicago, you're paying another 2 to 3 cents on top of that. So anytime we go to Wisconsin, we buy gas in Wisconsin, and we save at least 40 to 50 cents a gallon. So yeah, we're taxed into oblivion here. The migrants, we hear that a couple days ago there was 4 new buses that arrived. We're getting at least one a day. Governor Abbott's playing nicey-nicey with Brandon Johnson, the mayor of City of Chicago. So he's scheduling them. Around Christmas, they were just dropping them off at the local metro stations and buying them tickets and sending them downtown. Now, Governor Abbott's going through the formal channels and scheduling a bus and having the bus go all the way downtown to the landing zone, and they let them off there, and they become citizens of Chicago after that point. They get their measles vaccine now, finally, after a little outbreak of measles in one of the shelters. They decided to maybe it would be a good thing to give these people some vaccinations that they didn't get in their third world country. So they try to get away with not doing that. Like, I don't know how much what a measles vaccine costs, but when you're storing people on top of people, it's probably a good thing to have some standard set of health criteria, right? I'm not all about the jabby when the government tried to make us get all that stuff, but some of these communicable diseases here that are, I mean, let's face it, folks, the measles vaccination here in the United States is commonplace. It's been around for 60 to 70 years. There's no reason for people to not have that. And if you don't, you're gonna transmit that stuff to someone else. We got 5,000 illegal immigrant children in the Chicago school system, and there's where you need to make sure that they're vaccinated also. So there you go. So Chicago finally learned a lesson. The state of Illinois learned a lesson, and they just continue to spend our tax dollars like they think they think that we have a money tree. I really think so. When you listen to Brandon and JB, They think we have a money tree in our backyard and we're just growing this stuff and sending it to the state of Illinois. News update for them, we do not have a money tree. And if we did in the winter, they lose all their leaves, and that's where the money would be, right? So there you have it. There you have it. That is what it's like living in Illinois, folks. And it's going to get worse as the weather gets better here. We're going to see the stuff that happened in New York City. We're going to see the flea markets on the street. We're going to see the illegal food vendors. We're already seeing the illegal food vendors outside the shelters. Some of the people who were in the shelter and got an apartment are making Venezuelan soup and bringing it outside the shelter and selling it as a way to make a few bucks. We're seeing that in Chicago, and we're also seeing that these Venezuelans like pot. They like marijuana. Marijuana. You know what that is? It's legal here in Illinois, although I suspect they're not buying them from the legal dispensaries. But we've taxed marijuana to the hilt here in Illinois. I think we're one of the top 2 tax states when it comes to that illegal stuff. Or actually, it's legal now. But anyway, I'm hearing that the migrants from Venezuela love to smoke that stuff, and they do it on the CTA, they do it on the buses, they do it on the trains, and the normal Americans that are on those trains say it's kind of disgusting, because you know when you're standing next to an illegal when they smell like a skunk. So they are heavily smoking that stuff, which is another reason why you probably don't want to be around them. So there you go, folks. There you go. More news about the illegals. More news about the illegals. How's B doing there? Has the sun rising in Florida yet, B? It's got to be a wonderful day here. It's 31 degrees here. We're probably going to hit 40 today if we're lucky. We got we got about 1.5 inches, 2 inches of snow on the ground from yesterday, but we're no more snow today. It's just cold, and the sun is starting to peek through, so we're hoping that some of this snow melts. So there you go. Any questions that you guys had? Thank you for joining. Check out our whole channel, Land Cruiser Midwest. We do these daily migrant mayhem videos in the morning. We do some finance videos. I got a couple more. Might be doing another finance video today. I've got some articles on financial scams that are taking place in Chicago. Be careful where you put your money, because the scammers are coming out big time. Everybody wants your money. So if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And I've got a couple of local stories here where people lost millions of dollars. One of them, I think, like $45 million disappeared. When you hear the details of this article, it's unbelievable that people actually invested in this stuff and thought that they were going to get their money back. So we'll go over that later on today in another video. But we do a lot of foodie stuff here. We got Susie Q Slots doing some slot channel casino content for you. So check it out. What else? We do car shows. Like I said, we do the foodie stuff. Once the weather gets better, we're gonna head out and enjoy some beer gardens and food on the banks of some beautiful lakes with boats floating by, and you know, the big herons and birds, and maybe some flamingos. They did have some flamingos up this way last year when they had that hurricane or whatever down in Florida. They got lost, or I guess they normally are instinctively knew to come north. And I actually there was reports that there were flamingos from Florida in Milwaukee last fall, if you can believe that. So there you go. There you go. The flamingos come to the northern states for a fall vacation when there's a hurricane. I suspect they said they would probably head back before winter, because you don't want to be here in the winter. That's all I have. I'm going to end today. Thank you for joining me. Check out our channel. Like, share, and subscribe. It does help with the algorithm. This is Migrant Mayhem. We bringing you guys the mayhem as it occurs, and it's getting worse on a daily basis. And I'm DJ Wonder Chrissy, and